Hello, everyone, and welcome back. We've got a Division 4 matchup here in the Collegiate Chess League Spring 2023 season. This is round 4. Like I said, Division 4. So we're over halfway done with the season after this week. We're getting down to the playoff crunch, and we've got two Texas rivals going at it. University of Houston's A team against UT Dallas's C team. So let's dive right in. The games have begun. Let's check them out. All right, so here we've got Military Matt versus Liam. So I believe these are two of the club officers, if I'm not mistaken. But Mateo is definitely one of the ambassadors, actually, for University of Houston. Playing up against Liam here. So both players 1700. They're very close in rating, actually. Only 5 rating point difference. So we'll see if Liam can put those extra 5 rating points to good use. But just off the bat, it looks like Matt is actually doing fairly well. There's some annoying pieces here in the center. Black maybe behind development. This bishop can't move yet. White does have to get castle. We see the bishop has moved to e2. But before white can castle, they're going to have to deal with this threat on the bishop. So the bishop tucks back. And Liam's going to have to figure out how to get this bishop out now. White is up a pawn. Knight here. The Mateo beat Ben. Are you telling me this is wait. They already played? This is round 2 for Liam. Did I miss Liam's first round? Knight to c4 was found. That's a fork. So Liam blundered in exchange there. Loyal Beetle. I see you are Ben, actually. So I'll take your word for it. Although probably best I check. All right. So yeah, Matt's doing well here for Houston. Let's see some of the other games. We've got Aditya, also from Houston, over 2,000, playing against Shriram. So yeah, this is a bit of a mismatch, but it looks like white is holding their own for now, which is pretty good. Clock is relatively even. The game has just started. I'm gonna check in on Loyal Beal here. Let's see. Let's see if they're telling the truth. Just kidding. Just want to make sure I'm not missing any games, you know? Loyal Beetle hasn't played yet, which is interesting considering he said that Mateo beat him in the chat. Former UT Dallas. Uh-oh. We've got a spy on the enemy team, a Darsh. You know him well. Okay, that's cool. Shout out to Nick. We need to get Nick in the broadcast booth one of these streams. I've been thinking about that today. We need to start getting ambassadors in the commentary booth. You played Kylan. So Kylan beat you. Hydra does chess. I mean, I'm looking at your account right now, Mr. Beetle. You did not play this person. You played Bruv Keck Fivehead, who is not listed on this team. So I don't know who you played, but I don't think you played Kylan. That is Hydra Does Chess. I'm having to do some detective work here. The Star League said to play them. So let me check. Maybe they checked in a different player than they told me. You changed your account, Hydra Warlord. Okay. So I have to change your username. And you said that they beat you. Sensei J. Is that Julio? Military Matt won. So Houston off to a 2-0 lead. King Nubs over here for Houston. Let's see. 2,000 looks like they're going to win. And Aditya also 2,000 should probably win. So Houston's looking to sweep Dallas in round 1, which would be a perfect start. Got to root for the Cougars. Is that Houston? I guess, what, UT Dallas or the Comets? I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know the mascots well enough, apparently. But good to see Brody. Brody's in the chat. Brody plays games. That's a free piece, by the way. A blunder from Shriram in no time. Probably going to resign. There it is. They were looking for the button, and they found it. So Aditya with the win. And yeah, King Nubs here. Going to try to finish the sweep of their former team. There's that rook check. King in. Bishop here. Mate. Here and here, mate and 2. Well done. All right. Dallas. Absolutely knocked off their feet there. 4-0 for the Cougars, apparently. Which I just learned. I'm going to take Brody's word for it. Cougars can't lose. Well, tell that to the Wolverines. Dallas is a comeback team. All right, waiting for round 2. Dallas maybe needs to take a break to get ready for round 2. All right, round 2 underway. I'm like trying to navigate something here. The ortho schnob? Oh no. I've only heard of the ortho schnob from like Vampire Chicken. Shout out to Jonathan Schrantz. Need to humble UCLA? What? What are you talking about, Nick? I have no idea what you're talking about. Comets are literally meant to fall down. Oh, does Nick think Brody's from UCLA? I mean, I could see the confusion. Like Brody and Richard are just such good pals. Actually, I heard there's a rumor that Richard is going to SIUE for grad school. I don't know if it's true or not. I just like to spread rumors. White has an interesting knight sacrifice. Ooh, they're going for it. Aditya pulling the trigger, saying, "Give me those 2 pawns for the knight." Wow. Against El Calvary. Basically, UT Dallas's cavalry at 1800. This is their top C team player. So looks like Houston's definitely the favorite here. All right, knight takes, that hits the queen. Queen's got to move to one of these 2 square or here. Maybe actually this is good, but probably castles is pretty good there for white. The people have been talking. Talking is a good thing. All right, here's a check. Bishop can develop with what is known as a tempo in the industry. Queen here trying to stay relevant, but I think white's going to be able to castle. Knight here is a nice fork, probably better. Aditya is playing better than me. That's a rook. Bishop here, though, that locks the knight in. So, yeah, give up a piece for 2 pawns, but you get the exchange for it. But yeah, this knight is trapped. So it'll be an interesting imbalance. It's 2 minor pieces, 2 knights for a rook and 2 pawns. If black is able to get that knight out, it's possible white could potentially save the knight at some point. Let's check on Loyal Beetle here against Military Matt. Hello, Living Ice Cream, representing the Cougars. A lot of Cougar fans in the chat. Actually, we're going to do a prediction. Let's do a prediction while the people are here. Let's see. All right. Does Houston score 10 or more points? They're at 4 right now. 12 games left. Big Mac Dev cheering on Temple. You love to see it. The Temple Owls, I believe. I believe Temple are owls, and I think so are Rice. The Rice Owls. Oh, we've got some people voting yes on the Cougars. Any believers for Dallas? Ooh, we got some points for Dallas. You got some comeback believers. I mean, this is only round 2, folks. Lots of chess left to be played. Dallas could have Houston right where they want them. That first round lulled them into a false sense of security, and that's when you strike. And looks like Military Matt's doing well here. Always going for the underdog. The underdog is Dallas. Oh, Dallas actually has more points bet on them than, well, okay, technically it's about Houston scoring 10 or more. Dallas could very well still lose, but the prediction could still go in favor of, I mean, we're setting up as a Dallas versus Houston kind of thing, but it's more like an over under thing about the points. So, I mean, Dallas could technically still win even. So I really don't know. I just figured, start off 4-0. That's pretty convincing. Florida Atlantic are also Owls. So Temple, Rice, and Florida have a connection with Owls, apparently. Okay, Queen here. Doubling down, just preventing D3 from being played, I guess. Also getting off the file of the Rook. Let's check on Liam. How is Liam doing? Okay. Liam looks to have their position favorable. Perhaps just a better center. Bishop on the long diagonal. Maybe knight here. Just looks very natural, right? Hitting the rook, hitting the pawn. Pawn's defended twice. This knight kind of awkwardly placed, right? This bishop taking this spot. Maybe this square is very well controlled though by black. Maybe A3, but you're gonna give up the B3 square. Sammy is a proud owl. Good. I hope Sammy's proud. Brody's saying Houston is scoring 12. So he's predicting 8 more points out of them in the remaining 12 games. And yet Dallas is actually getting more points bet for them. Brody, how many points did you bet? Are you all in? Because if you're saying 12, that's over 10. So, yes. You didn't have a lot of points, did you? It's all good. It's all good. Yo, you could bet with the SIUE channel. Oh, you lost a lot. That's okay. That's unfortunate, man. I hope you get it back. At least for Houston's sake. So, okay, you guys, the reschedule channel on Discord, I think that I want to like rebrand it. We'll leave it as rescheduling, but we'll also include commentary requests, basically. It should be reschedules and broadcast requests. So anytime you want your match to be streamed, I want people to let me know in advance. And then also what I want to do is I'm going to bring more ambassadors in for commentary. Right now we've got Nick's Too Quick and we got Brody in the chat, but really they're all stars in their own right. They should be in the field getting their hours in. You can do commentary now if you want. Well, I don't have the scene for it right now is my problem. I'm just not ready. But like Yale this morning also had their own commentators, which was cool. But I was streaming a Yale match. But we should encourage more dual commentary. Aditya and Matt both getting more points. This is a slaughter right now. The Cougars are decimating the Comets. It's like a reverse extinction event. Um, all right. Liam, though, he's trying to stop the bleeding. Can he get any points on Dallas's team? How's King Nubs doing? Probably King Nubs is winning. Oh, it's fairly. Oh, we got opposite color bishops, but this pawn is a goner. Pawn push. You're going to grab this guy. But these pawns are weak as well. Notice that pawns on the same color as your opponent's bishop are going to be weak. So you might win this, you might lose this, and you might lose that, but you get this. It depends. I mean, you definitely have to take this, right? Maybe you don't have to, but yeah, maybe you can like bring the king in. Actually, it might be smarter. But who knows, right? If you bring the king in, bishop goes here. If you try to defend the pawn, black can save their pawn. Yeah, king nubs, bring the king in. That's a like a higher level move, I'd say. Shriram low on time though, under 30 seconds. That could be a factor. Pawn push. Interesting. So take, take, take. Huh. Mr. Party Yardy leaving already. Here, there's this. Any pawn push, there's this. This, there's this, and then you can get a perpetual. Okay, pawn push. Here, there's this. So maybe this is a good move. Maybe it's not. King nubs, underrated. All right, bishop taking away the square from the king, but the king comes here. That's why I was considering this. Maybe there was that. I would play here, I think. But this is going to be unfortunate. Yeah, you're losing this. The point of moving this is to move this pawn without dropping that. But black is going to be playing on here. Probably still a draw. But down a pawn is white. Down on time is black. Let's check on the other game real quick. Expecting this to be, well, anything could happen still at this point, though. Don't go here. You blunder to that. Okay, I like it. Pawn push. King is going to come here if you let it. Uh-oh. White could turn this around, actually. With the time pressure, Sharon could blunder. King here. You're winning this pawn, at the least. King takes. What about this pawn? 2 seconds. King here. Bishop back. There's got to be a zugzwang or something. Bishop here. Oh. Or king here, maybe. Wow, king here. Hold up. Wow. Look at white just outplaying Shriram in the time pressure. Look at this pawn. You have to give up the bishop. Oh, it's too late. White's crushing. Bishop d2. Just like, oh, hold on. Let me hold on to that bishop real quick. 1 second, gonna flag. Wow. So King Nubs continuing the victories for Houston. They keep coming. They might sweep the first half. No, they have a draw. The opposite color bishop draw. Liam getting something on the board for Dallas. Half a point against Kylan. And that avoids the first half sweep. This is a crazy mismatch here between Houston and Dallas. How far are Houston and Dallas from each other? I don't know my Texas geography. This is Houston's A team, keep in mind. So an A team versus a C team is already kind of tough, even if the ratings are even, because these are Houston's top players. This is Houston's like best. This is the best that they have. Dallas's best players are in Division 1 doing bigger and better things. But yeah, 7.5 to a half. So Houston, they just need 1 point from here on out. Dallas needs to sweep the next 2 rounds to win the match, which we might We might make Collegiate Chess League history here, folks, if we see that happen. Absolutely blowing everyone's mind away. A Darsh is 2100 USCF. Cougars don't. Well, what was this, Brody? 3 hours driving? That's not bad. You left your board unattended. Cyber attack. Let's tone it back a little bit. It's a chess match. We're playing chess here, folks. We're not hacking anything, right? I don't know. Okay, so Dallas has the Mavericks, right? Isn't that where Luca plays? You guys hear about this new chess.com Luca bot? Luke.ai? Deface a statue. Dallas is 4 hours away. They already began. All right, so round 3 is taking a while because Dallas is dislocating the internet. They're DDoSing. Somehow, Military Matt was able to make it. Military Matt sounds like he just has like a spare generator on hand. Looks like we have a pawn gambit. Is Matt gonna accept it? Matt's like playing from a bunker right now. Nothing's gonna come between Matt and his Collegiate Chess League victory against the Dallas Comets. Luca plays on chess.com? Yes. I mean, they have a bot made after him. This is your gambit, Brody? So what happens? Explain to me. What happens after this? What's the move? You play like this or something, or this? I don't know. But yeah, this, you just get it back. Now we have opposite side castles. I feel like white's sitting pretty here. We've got a big Military Matt fan in the chat. Joe Kind, thanks for the follow. Welcome. You just play F3. Okay. So it's like a Smith Mora? Not really. It's like a Smith Mora in that it's also a gambit. Therefore, it's just like any other gambit. It's like all gambits. Okay, the bishops could trade. I feel like white should play this move at some point. Oh, we've got another Military Matt fan. Lots of Matt fans. Matt is one of our ambassadors, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know what that means, exclamation point cap in the chat. It means that Matt is an ambassador of the sport of chess. He's out there on the campus spreading the game that we all know and love and just making the world a better place. And we're happy and honored to support him in his endeavors. And how do we do that? Well, we send our ambassadors free merch. We send them free memberships. We connect them with all the other ambassadors. We have a few in chat. He's not playing right. You'll have to show him how it's done afterwards, Brody. We need the Brody Masterclass. What is this gambit called? The French Defense Horowitz Papa to Colette Gambit. Which, you know, I saw that Brody put that in the chat, but I actually had no idea what he was talking about. But now we know. We have learned something new today. And we're better because of it. So thank you, Brody, for sharing. I should have just trusted you more. I just saw you putting nonsense arrangement of letters in the chat, and I just assumed that was you doing your thing. It was not until I read from chess.com what it was called that I made the connection. You like G4. Okay. Black saying, let's get these queens off. You can take here. You debated making a chessable course. Cavalry taking on g6, a strong move. So what's the plan after this? Taking this way seems riskier for some reason. So you definitely want to leave the queens on. That's step number one. Trading, no. Look at how weak the king is. You see this open H file right here? This rook is worth its weight in gold. This is not a 5-point rook. This is like a monster piece. You're going to double on the H file and you're already threatening some devastating checks. You'd be threatening to win the rook right here if you get this move in. I guess it's 2 moves. But one of them comes with tempo. That's pretty good, right? You don't even need to come here with tempo. You could just go here. And I mean, there's just so many options. This is looking tough for Mr. Matt, which is good for Dallas. I mean, Calvary 0 for 2 right now. Every player has 0 points except for Liam. And Liam's playing the top board, King Nubs. Former teammate, I've been told. King Nubs is a Dallas transfer. So perhaps a Darsh went to Dallas to do some secret prep. I mean, I know a lot of you have prepped for your tournaments, OTB, but perhaps none of you have been as committed to preparation as a Darsh, who literally enrolled at UT Dallas, infiltrated their chess club, and then transferred with all of their knowledge. That's why Houston's crushing right now, 7.5 to a half. If you guys are wondering, that's the dedication and commitment that it takes to succeed in the Collegiate Chess League. And Nubs, I mean, he's building time on the clock. He was hitting the queen. The rook was hanging. The queen was hanging. And if queen takes pawn, there's rook takes rook with check. So the queen steps back to e7, pretty much the only move. Knight dives into d6. The knight's pinned, by the way. If the knight takes the knight, well, actually, no. Rook takes, and there's takes here. So here, there's got to be this, which is interesting. Knight takes. Just take back. Liam's thinking here. Yeah, just a quick recapture. This allows a Darsh to take the D file entirely. Rook's coming to D7, whether you like it or not. Okay, rook here. Then we get the back rank. Then another queen check. Queen offering a trade here. I would go queen D3. No, trade. Okay, that works too. Rook to D7, follow up. So we've got a case of an active rook against a passive rook. White is in the driver's seat, but black has a plan. Black is going to kick the rook out. Although there is rook to C7. So if the king goes here, you're dropping the f-pawn. So what's the plan at this point? Maybe you push this, but now that the rook is here, if this pawn moves, this pawn will fall. So yeah, not a fun position to be in if you're Liam. Let's check back in with Calvary. Okay, so the rooks have been doubled, and now the knight is getting kicked. So let's see, king up, rook to g8, knight in, queen hit, knight is hit, and now g4. Matt under 20 seconds, Calvary over 3 minutes. I mean, this is lost. This is lost. Knight here, there's check and there's take. That's lights out. And they're going for it. It's too simple. It's too clean. Queen takes, knight takes. Knight takes here, interesting. Just a small distraction to what will inevitably be the end. Knight h6, a peculiar move. But this knight is actually trapped now at this point. If you go here, there's a fork. Yeah, and that also hits the rook, so rook steps up, and now the pawn is dropped. Queen check here is annoying. You can go here or here now that the rook is lifted. Queen check. You have to go here, or you have to block with the rook. Either way, Matt runs out of time, and Calvary gets their first point. Comeback season. Don't count Dallas out just yet. I know Loyal Beetle is under 5 seconds against Aditya's 2.5 minutes, but Aditya, they're in a must. Oh, wait. Yeah, Aditya is going to convert this. I was going to say Loyal Beetle is in a must-win situation. The entire team right now is riding on Loyal Beetle's back. The little beetle that could, some call him. Let's see how strong his loyalty is. The loyalty to the team. You can't give up. Your team is counting on you. Can you trade queens? What's going on here? Rook here, what a move. Can we just go like here? That's probably the winning move. Oh, we have another result. King Nubs beat Liam. So it looks like the match is over, unfortunately. All right, so no more pressure on Loyal Beetle. It didn't matter what Loyal Beetle was doing. Loyal Beetle can blame it on Liam, because Liam lost to King Nubs. Looks like White has a simple plan here. You can start pushing the G-pawn as well. There's also this. Not as flashy, but all right, resigns. Aditya 3 for 3 as well as a Darsh. And now let's check on Sriram versus Bruv Keck 5-head, formerly known as, like, what is it? Something does chess. I forgot. Anyways, all right. Houston won, but there's still some chess left to be had. There is the there's also the prediction. Houston needs to get a half point for the believers. But Dallas could sweep. I mean, Houston could be like, you know what? We just won. We don't want to waste any more time. We're going to head out. Even at this point right here. And then all the believers, they'll lose their channel points. Very low time for both sides here. Both players, they're within 2 rating points of each other. Look at how close this game is. Knight and bishop. Uh-oh, you just dropped your rook. I jinxed it. Sriram gonna lose after that. Even though they were the favorite by 2 rating points. Unbelievable. Bruv Keg 5-head just got to 1600. A beautiful moment. We just witnessed a milestone set for Kylan, and that brings Houston over 10 points. You heard some rumors about you, UCLA Chess? The rumor is that you signed a 4-year deal at SIUE, a chess scholarship. All right, I'm paying out the prediction. Most people actually bet no on this. Well, when I say most people, I mean more points. but maybe there's just bigger Dallas fans than Houston believers. Quite the claims. I mean, listen, if I was an institution as prestigious as SIUE, you bet I'd be putting scholarship money on the line to recruit the one and only UCLA chess. I mean, think about it. The dude, he's the president of the college chess club at UCLA. And you know what Monday is? Monday's President's Day. It's going to be your day, Richard. Gambling pays off. How many points did you get? 2.7K go to Brody and 2 others. You love to see it. I mean, Brody, he always bets on the Cougars. The Cougars, who have never lost except for that one time. Or maybe a couple times. You might just apply to SIUE. Have you ever been to Illinois, Richard? It's a beautiful state. They have this town called Peoria, and there's a hockey team there called the Rivermen. I mean, apparently there's also a town in Illinois called China. Listen, I've always wanted to visit China. Sometimes you just tell yourself, like, oh, it's too far, I can't make it, whatever. All these excuses. Knight takes here. Oh my God. Knight takes here. Oh, please. Please. There it is, dude. Yeah, no, this was a huge threat. Knight takes followed by queen takes, right? You have to put like the queen here or something. This is the second sacrifice on f7 we've seen. That is known as a fork. And if you take that, oh, that's not where you want to be, my friend. That is not where you want to be. You can go here and then push this guy or something. I mean, holy smokes, folks. What's going on here? Bruv Keg 5 head playing someone over 200 rating points higher. Has the king on a string. You've never been to Illinois? You're missing out. I just recommend that you don't go to Chicago. Very overrated. There's like this lake there named after Michigan, which is like Illinois' biggest rival. So you want to stay away from that. You want to stay near St. Louis. That's where it's at. Okay, bishop to d3 check. So kind of blocking in this bishop, but looks like it's going to be good enough, truly. King here, and that's mate in 1. Here, and queen e3, pawn block, queen mate. Queen g5, pre-move it. GG, a miniature 12 mover from Bruv Keck 5 head Kylan, who finishes the match 3.5 out of 4. A near perfect score. Okay, Liam also lost to Aditya, who goes perfect. This was also a very short game, a 10 mover. So we've got ourselves a Scotch game. Bishop out. Knight's just developing. Takes, takes, takes. Yeah, that's just called a blunder. Knight here. What is this? And black even castles, white castles as well. They both just hang the piece for a move for no reason and resigns. All right, 2 games left. Loyal Beetle versus Adarsh, who's also trying to go for the perfect score. We watched Howard versus McAllister, and I thought that was a blowout. McAllister only got like 2.5 points. This might be worse. Can Dallas get another point on the board? They've got 2 games left. King Nubs is crushing. We got to check out the fan favorite Military Matt. This is all of Dallas's hopes and dreams on Shriram's back right now. UMich versus BYU round 3. Crash for all UMich. We cannot log back in. What's going on at UMich? Dude, I'm sorry. You gotta, you gotta tune in while Brody's here. Waiting for my opinion. Well, if your opponents agreed to do the rematch, do the rematch. But if chess.com's still not working, like, why is it not working for you guys? Are you at school? Do you have like a school restriction on chess.com? Other websites are working. Yo, Ohio State is live. That's pretty cool. You're infiltrating UTRGV. You can't log in anymore. I have no idea. That is unfortunate. If your school has like a restriction on chess.com, I don't know. Your school is sabotaging your chess team. um I would boycott any school that does not view chess.com as being the world #1 premier learning website, period. Sorry, Amin, you got timed out because it doesn't like that you said chess.com. You can say chess.com, but you can't spell it out. Otherwise, it'll think that you're saying something else. Sorry about that. Mubot. Brody, I told you not to do it, man. You do it another time, it's going to time you out for 10 minutes. Which would be every Michigan fan's dream. So, yeah, as far as the Michigan thing, like if your school just isn't letting you play, like you're going to have to find a new place or time or both, actually. Probably both. No one's You guys, yeah, we have chess.com whitelisted, but when you spell out .com, it loses all trust in you, and it thinks you're doing some dangerous things. Can't have that happen. Okay, bishop to a6, preventing rook f1. The knight's coming in here. Also frees up the queen to come here. White's just doing well here. Military Matt squeezing the position. Pawns on dark squares. Pawns on light squares with a light square bishop. That is not a good recipe. All the homies love Military Matt. But what do they think about Loyal Beetle with 30 seconds left against King Nubs. What? What was this? Was Queen F4 meant to be played? Loyal Beetle heard his name on the spotlight and just... I'm like genuinely confused. Was this the idea? Rook check? And then rook check again? Wow. That's... Okay, so it was a queen sacrifice to remove the defender of f7, but unfortunately missed the shot. Rook takes h2, followed by rook h1, blocking off the rook's communication. So unable to deliver the rook f7 check to try to win the queen back. And there goes the queen in flames on e5. So King Nubs completes the sweep of this Dallas team, his former school. And we've got one game left. It's all down to Military Matt against Shriram. It was worth a try. I appreciate that. It's worth trying. Rather try and fail than to have never tried at all. All right, Queen F2 played, and the knight is going to be very happy on G5, opening up the queen. 3 attackers on the pawn, only defended twice right now, once by the king. King steps up, knight G5, incoming. And guess what? If you want to try to defend this pawn even more, you've got another thing coming. Queen H4. Military Matt firing on all pistons right now. The dude is going to just convert. He's got the position. Queen over, queen h8, I'm guessing. But now what? What's the follow-up? Queen here. Back, okay. If this, that, rook here, okay. This guy, this last piece for white. Play this move. Get the rook in. Rook takes on e6. Okay, this is giving up the knight for 2 pawns. An interesting decision. That's the only move. Let's see, if here there's that, so that's not good. So where do you go? You go here. Oh, you're just winning 2 pawns. There is no way to defend that. Wow. Wow. Wait, queen here? Is that a thing? Here? And then this? Oh, there's that. Well, they just resigned. Wow. Or they lost on time. I didn't even see how deep this sacrifice from Military Matt was. Rook takes e6. What a beautiful shot. e4 was technically better, but I guess it doesn't matter when you're just completely crushing in multiple ways. Here, followed by this. The awareness to see that the king could not defend the rook and that you just win it back for free. Awesome stuff from Military Matt, who finishes a very solid 3 out of 4. And yeah, this was a beatdown that I did not think we would see today. Houston 14.5 to Dallas's 1.5. So 1 point from Calvary and 1 point, well, a half point from Liam, who's continuing to play right now. But that is it for today, you guys. We do have some matches tomorrow that will be streamed. We also have our weekly arena, which is every Sunday at 11 a.m. Pacific. And let me remind you guys, we have a leaderboard for that listed on our roster, ! roster, and you'll see there's a tab specifically for the Sunday arenas. And those, not only do we give out weekly prizes every week for the memberships for that arena, but we are also keeping track cumulatively for all 7 weekly arenas. Next arena is going to be number 4 out of 7. So we're at about the halfway point. And let me remind you, we have additional prizes. Not only extra memberships, but we even have a signed Danny Wrench Chess.com hat that's special. All right. It's not a hat that you can buy. It's custom made. It's got a custom logo for chess.com, and it's signed by the one and only Danny Wrench. So if you want to win that, you have to compete in the arena. And how it works is simple. We're going to do a raffle. So the more points in the arena that you get, the more chances you have at winning. If you only compete in one arena, you will have at least one chance to win. You do have to be part of the ambassador program, I will say. So exclamation point cap to join. Unfortunately, you're not in North America, so no shot at the hat. That is unfortunate. I am sorry about that. But if you're in the ambassador program and you're in North America, you will have a chance to win. So yeah, I hope to see you all there tomorrow. Again, it's at 11 a.m. Pacific. That's the arena, and we'll have some other matches to stream as well. I'm hoping to cover Arizona State versus SLU. That is a big Division I matchup. But other than that, that's it for today. So thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. Congrats again to Houston with a dominant performance over their Texas State rivals at UT Dallas. So yeah, congrats and thanks for watching. Stick around for the raid, you guys. We have one of our college ambassadors is actually live right now. His name is Nathan. We're going to go check out his stream. He has the CCL merch on, and he's got the Razer Gear headset and webcam that he won from the ambassador program. So definitely check him out. Congratulate him. Compliment him on the merch that he has. It's looking really fresh. Exclamation point merch in the chat if you want to see that. So yeah, I will see you all over there. Stick around for the raid and have a great rest of your Saturday. Hope to see you tomorrow.